Been taking lots of water breaks for those of my family that'll be watching this and be asking, it's too hot to be working. Welcome to TNT Homesteading. This is Terry. Came down to the cabin for a quick down and back just to do some work. One of the things on tap for today is trying to, is that focusing? Maybe, I don't know. Been having some problems with my camera. But one of the things on tap for today is to mow this field. When we cut down all the trees, some of the trees want to grow back. There's enough sunlight now that's causing the grass to grow. It's been so dry here though, it's not really growing a whole lot, which is really good. I actually plan to mow the whole area and almost nothing really needs to be mowed except for that field. I wanted to also check the shower shack. Make sure this looks good, make sure the battery's still charging, make sure everything's still up like it's supposed to be, and it's looking great. I haven't yet checked the battery. The field doesn't look bad. Of course, this was a couple of weeks ago, and I'm not sure we've had any rain at all since the last time we were down here. It's currently 82 degrees and I'm already sweating. It's supposed to be getting into the hundreds today. So I'm going to be one hot, sweaty mess when the day is over if it holds true. One of the other things I've got on tap for today that we'll have to get done is I went and got another load of gravel for the driveway. So it's a little rough where the rain washed out some of the gravel driving in and out. The culvert itself is still good. But past that, driving up towards the main road, it gets really, really rough. And the last thing, which is probably going to be the first thing I actually start looking at, is the solar bank. I got to move some stuff around here. We tried running the air conditioner a couple of weeks ago, last time we were here, and it would run for about 10 minutes, and then the power inverter started beeping. And just beep, 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 beep. Now it was still blowing cold air out of the air conditioner. I've got a 3,000 watt power inverter. I have 100 amp hour batteries. It was in the middle of the day on a sunny day, so that power shouldn't have been the issue. I had some people, when I checked with the Renogy website, which is where the inverter came from, posted one of the forums, and they suggested that maybe all the batteries weren't fully charged, weren't running at proper voltage. So I brought a multimeter down here. I'm going to test all three of those. I also brought down 2 new batteries, so this will take us up to 5 batteries. That's 500 amp hours of power, which we'll have no problems charging. I think I can go to at least 6 batteries, maybe even more. I seem to be doing a really good job of keeping things charged, at least on good sunny Oklahoma days. But again, the solar panels have been doing great. The batteries are getting charged and staying charged, so that doesn't seem to be the problem. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with pulling the energy out of it for the air conditioner. We're not trying to run it all day. We were just trying to cool the cabin off. And so anyway, I'm going to unhook everything this morning, test all the batteries separately, and if everything's good, according to the app that connects to the I forgot it. If I remember the word, I'll put it in. Well, about now. Anyway, according to the app, battery should be 100% charged. So I'm going to, again, disconnect everything and test everything and maybe rewire things. I brought some heavier gauge wire, and I don't know. At this point, I'm just guessing, but as I stated when I first started this whole project, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning. Eventually, when we build the house here, we'll have a bigger solar system put in. And I want to know a better idea of what I'm doing before we do that. This has cost plenty, but it won't be anything compared to the cost of the bigger one when we're trying to run a normal sized household off of it. There's lots of things we have in plan for that to help with energy costs itself, but we want to be able to do what we want to do. And if that means, especially in Oklahoma summers, running the air conditioner, we'll run the air conditioner. I'm hoping we've got some plans for that, and we'll just see how things go. Anyway, it's 10:30. It's 83 degrees, I think. Like I said, I'm hot, and it's a sunny day. There's a little clouds. It was cooler at the house this morning than I expected when I left, but I came further south, and so if there were clouds, I got ahead of them. Well, I'm going to get to this. I don't know exactly what all I'm going to bring you along for the ride for. Not the mowing. You'll see after the fact, but I'm hoping not to break another window. We did get that fixed, by the way. All right, first up is the batteries, and let's see if we can get this going. All right, it's 1:30, and I took it all apart. I tested all the batteries, and they were pretty good. You can see by the pictures that's going through now, the 3 batteries that were here were at 13 volts each, I think. And then the 2 brand new ones that I just bought earlier today were 12, just a little over 12 and a half. So I readjusted some stuff. I got 5 batteries, got a little bit of spacing between each one to try to help with airflow. The air conditioner has been running for a little over 15 minutes, which I don't think it's ran that long for me. I know Mrs. TNT had it running for, well, a couple hours. Hey, now get away, wasp. Mrs. TNT had it running for several hours the other day, but I mean, there it is. It feels really good in front of it. I'm trying not to stay in here very long. And the reason I'm trying not to stay is right now it's 84 degrees in the cabin. And it's 101 degrees outside. And that is under the porch. So, maybe. When I last checked the controllers, they looked good. When I first started it, everything was 100%. It was charging well. And well, let me go check and see one more time what it says. All right, 12 volt flooded battery. It's sending in 14 volts. No errors. So far so good. It still says it's fully charged. Now to see for sure, I'd have to stop recording and use the app and see what the percentage says on the app. That just gives me the bars, sort of like your cell phone does. So I think I'm just going to let it run for a little bit, and well, I think take a water break and then either mow or shovel gravel. I don't know which yet. At 101, neither sounds good. It's 1:40. I'll probably mow because it's probably only going to get hotter. And shoveling's in the shade. But we'll see. I may change my mind. Well, I had a change of plans. I decided to do the gravel first because usually when I'm done mowing, with that high wheel trimmer, I am covered in nasty dirt and grime and filth. And I didn't want to then come sweat and shovel. I'd rather sweat and shovel first and then go do that. I did trim some trees down the driveway, so I ended up getting grimy anyway, but at least that's the end, and now I'm going to go do that. Let me show you. So here's our culvert, and it's doing really good, but we haven't had any more rain since I brought the better gravel. And this is what I did today. One Bobcat scoop of gravel in a 1/2 ton pickup. I really need to figure out if I can get 2 scoops and a 3/4 ton, because my dad's got a 3/4 ton pickup. But I still need more. In fact, this whole area could just use, I mean, it can use more gravel anyway, but I was trying not to rattle the car completely loose. One more scoop might get me to here, which would be pretty good. But I still need at least a scoop on the other side, so I need at minimum 2 or 3 more scoops probably of gravel to at least finish up the driveway, at least until the next rainstorm comes, and we'll see how it goes from there. I did have a little surprise this morning that I'm getting ready to take care of. I went to unlock the gate, no, the second gate, and went to move the chains, and wasps came out of the lock area. So I got some wasp spray, and I am going to spray and run on this lovely contraption. So anyway, I got to sweep out the bed of the truck, which I'm going to drive down here. I've been just driving on the gravel a couple times, make sure it looks good, feels good, compact it some. I don't want to just toss it and leave. So I'll I'll spray for wasps, sweep out the truck, and then go do the high wheel trimming over there at the solar field. I'm starting to get hungry, which is, I guess, good. It means I'm not too hot. Been taking lots of water breaks for those of my family that'll be watching this and be asking, it's too hot to be working. All right, I'm still hot, slightly out of breath, but everything's done that I wanted to get done today. I did add 2 batteries to the solar system. It was going pretty well. I think that went around 4 hours, full sunlight, no problems. It's gotten a little overcast, and I got back from doing some mowing down by the river, and it was going crazy beeping. So still blowing cold air. Everything still seemed to be working, but it was beeping like crazy. Turned it off, reset stuff, turned it back on, went back and looked at the charge controller, and it said like 60% battery. So, I mean, it really drained, but that sort of shocked me that it was down to 60. And I was standing out there thinking, and it started beeping. So I looked again, and it said 32% battery. That was a low voltage alarm going off because the voltage had dropped. I don't remember what, but I took some screenshots, so I'll try to put them in here. So anyway, before I turned it off, I came in, and as soon as I unplugged the air conditioner, I plugged in the multimeter to check the voltage, and I think it said 116. So that's what's going on with that. I don't really know what that means. I really have no idea what that means yet. Does that mean I really need a 24 volt system instead of a 12 volt system? I don't know. Sorry, I'm hot and a very dirty boy. So I've got some more figuring out to do. It's pretty comfortable in there. It's like 80 degrees inside and it's over 100, I think, outside. Could be slightly off on that with the cloud cover. It may be a little cooler than that now. Anyway, I need to get my body temperature down a little bit more and then take a shower and head home. I'm working on putting everything up right now, and that's pretty much it. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope maybe you learned something. If you know what's going on with the solar, I mean, by all means, leave a comment below. And we'll see you on the next video.